To make money is simple if you understand the key. While in secondary school, while I was being taught economics, I was taught about money, the advent of money. We were taught about money, and the understanding I had was that money came in to displace the system of trade by barter. That might not be what they meant, but that was what I understood. And I've interacted with some people, and I realized that many of them had the same idea. So we had this thinking that the advent of money displaced the system of trade by barter. But that was wrong, because the true understanding of the whole subject is that money came to perfect the system of trade by barter, not to displace the system of trade by barter. In that sense, it means that money came to serve the system and not to do away with the system of trade by barter. What am I saying in effect? The system of trade by barter still holds. If you want to make money, you will fail woefully pursuing after money. What you need to do is to pursue value. And that was the strength of the system, or is the strength of the system of trade by barter. So, what people do at the time before money came was to exchange value. So, you have a value, maybe you have a cow, and the other person has yam. You want yam, the person has cow. Okay? So two of you can find a way to exchange. So because cow is far bigger than probably the yam, it will be hard for that transaction to hold. So money was introduced to help in some ways. So if you study, that's not my subject here, but if you go and check out the things, the problems money came to solve in the system of trade by barter, you'll find some of these things we are trying to share. So it means that people have been wealthy without the advent of money like we have it today. Okay? So having that in mind, we return to what I was saying, the two C's. I use two C's so that it's very easy for you to remember. One is contact, and the second one is content. These are two things you need to make money: contacts and content. Every business, sorry, every business, every company that is making money today, you can always see these two playing out. Now, there are four quadrants. The first is people who have no content and they have no contact. I will still explain to you what I mean by content and contact. Just follow me. So in the first quadrant, you have content, no contact. In the second, you have contact, but no content. In the third, you have content, but no contact. Then the final one, you have content and contact. I think I will show you. I captured this in this book. There's an e-copy that I have on seller.io. Okay, how to live large in times of lack. I covered this somewhere in. Don't know if I'll be able to pick it up now, but it's there in this book. So let me continue. So there are people who don't have content and they don't have contact. What do I mean by content? By content, I mean the value you have to offer. By content, I mean the services, the products, okay, the goods you are marketing. By contact, I mean the customers. I mean people who need this content that you have. You can have 1 million contacts that are not valuable as much as 10 contacts. Imagine somebody who has 1 million contacts. Out of the 1 million contacts, is only 5 people that need what he has to offer. Meanwhile, another person has 10 contacts, and now 9 people need what he has to offer. So, having people or knowing people is one thing, but you have the content to sustain them. People need content to be sustained in any relationship at all, especially in business relationship. So if you want to really have control of money or have money or make money, you will need to be someone who has content that people need. And if you have content and people don't need it, you need to find out the people who will need this content. Okay? Or you find out those who have people who need this content. So the worst state to be in life is to be at a point where you have no content and you have no contacts. That means you have no value to offer and also you have nobody out there. Remember the story of a man that Jesus met at the pool and he said, I have no man to help me. That's the situation of many. But they have content, but they have nobody. So what do you do in that case? If you have content, but you don't have contacts, you can network or partner with people who have contacts. There's a video, another video I did here, where I talked about a guy who didn't have money at the time and didn't have a skill at the time. But what he did was to leverage on contacts. In fact, it begins with contacts. Why? It is through contacts that you can tell the content you need to create or you need to sell. You can, as a producer, create a quality content if you don't understand your contacts. And by contact, I told you, I mean people in need, okay? People that will become customers or clients. So some people say, oh, it's hard to create a content, it's hard to know what to create. It's not hard. It's only hard because you've not understood the contacts. So when you understand the contacts, it informs you what exactly they need, and then you know what to create. So it's from the contacts that we can have an idea of the kind of content to create. Are there women? What would a woman like, or what would women be interested in? Okay. And even if they are women, you can as well narrow it down. Are they married or single? You can as well narrow it further. If they are married, are they at the early stage of marriage or later stage of marriage? Okay? Because their needs will differ. So from there, you begin to understand the kind of content that will appeal for such content. Because currency is like current. Okay? If you want there to be current, at the point where I was doing this video, they took the light. Here is Nigeria anyway, but I have my other lights here. But then, you see that what makes a current is the bringing together of the neutral and the live wire. The two of them will be in place. Now take that neutral wire as the content and take the live wire as the contact. When you bring the two together, you create currency, just like you create current. That's how currency results. That's the coming together of content and contact will produce the currency that you need. Let me put this here. Always see the money in the pocket of your client or customers as a trophy to win. Always see it that way. When you see it that way, you will realize that people will give the money in their pocket, not to anybody, but to the one who wins with their content. So you are in a kind of competition with other people who can offer the same thing you want to offer. But how do you win in a competition? It's not by bribing the person who has the trophy to offer. It's by becoming better in yourself and in what you do. Okay? Like somebody who wants to win a racing competition. You don't go about pursuing the person who has the trophy to give. You work on yourself to become better in this part so that by the time you compete, you will stand out and you win the trophy. So the money in the pocket of anybody does not belong to anybody. It's like a trophy. It belongs to those who wins in that game of content, in that competition of content. Yeah. So always remember this. So I need to have content and I need to have contact. That's the last in the quadrant I gave you. But you see, many times you might not have the two. But if you have one, you shouldn't be worried. What you need to do is to find who has the other one you lack. Like many people in network business, which again I will say I don't really encourage. Okay, if you do that, sorry, I'm not a fan of it, and um, personally I don't encourage that. I don't do that. I wanted to bring an idea from what they are doing that I like. The fact that they know they have content, and what do? They go to look for leaders who are leaders of people, probably in religious um, areas or organizations, maybe a pastor, a clergyman, and they talk to this person and say, okay, we'll register you, then allow us to tell your congregation about what we have to offer. What are they seeking for? Contacts, because they have content. Then when it comes to affiliate marketing, what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is that somebody has a content and it brings it up to a platform and welcomes people who have contacts that will align with the content, such that these people will now help to market this content to their contacts and they will get a commission at the end of the day. So it means that the people coming to market don't have that content as theirs. And this guy who is bringing that content don't have the contact. But the marriage or the coming together of the two will produce the money two of them need. You see how it works. So every legit business is built on the foundation of content and contact. The value you have to offer and the people you are offering that value to. Okay? Always, this is how it goes. You become a master in anything you do when you both have control over both the contact and the content, because there are people who are there. For instance, there are many authors who are writing hoping that somebody will buy. But there are people who are writing the moment their books are coming out, they already have a crowd going for the book. Okay? Because they have been making impact. So you need to understand where you are in the scheme of things and know what to expect. Don't say, oh, it happened to this guy this way, I will do it, it will happen to me. No. So the point here is money is easy to make when you understand that you don't need to pursue money, you need to pursue what money goes after. Okay? There's something that money pursues. By the way, let me say this. I stated it in one of my books. I said that any money you are holding now, you are only banking it for the person who has the content that you need someday. Because nobody really needs money. If somebody said, I need capital to start that business. At the end of the day, it's not that capital that you need. You need what that money could buy, could purchase. Because you don't need money. So you need it for the services or the products that you want at the end of the day. So nobody really needs money in the right sense of it. Is what money can buy. Okay? So for us to always have money come our way is not for you to pursue money. If you are pursuing money directly, you might become a thief. That's it. But the right way is to be a champion of value, somebody who creates value, or somebody who can partner with those who create value. Okay? And then bring that value to those who need it. I remember this story of two guys from a shoe company who entered a community and they realized that the people in that community, they don't wear shoes. One of them got frustrated and left. The other one said, no, I'm going to teach them the importance of shoes and then give them free samples and then I'll begin my business. And he succeeded at the end of the day. What did he do? He saw a contact, okay? People who are likely to be in need of this. But even though they are not aware, he took it upon himself to educate them. So sometimes you have contacts, but the only problem is that they need to be educated so that they can appreciate the content at the end of the day. And that's what the best in affiliate marketing have been able to do. So those you couldn't sell to, they have been able to sell to. What did they do? They have brought education. I have a book on that that will help you if you're into affiliate marketing, even if you're a beginner. With the tips shared there, you'll be able to approach this marketing with such an authority that people will not know that you are a newbie in the game. Okay? So, content and contact, the value you have to share, and then the people who need it. always bear this in mind if you want to really make money. Remember, I told you it's like current, the neutral wire and the live wire. So in this case, the neutral wire is the content, the live wire is the content. Bring the two together, you will make currency to happen. This thought mining segment with Onyi Nnebedum. See you on the next episode. Meanwhile, do subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you when next we upload. Thank you and God bless.